Crafters, it's Colette. Today I'd love to show you how I make my point card. Now let's have a little look and see what this card looks like in all its glory. So it's a fun little fold that is just a little bit different, and I'm sure you're going to have fun making it. The great news is it's super quick and super easy. So let's just take a look at the products I've used to decorate this card, because you always ask me for the names and details of what I've actually used. So I have started off by decorating my cardstock with the Seaside and Me collection by Ultimate Crafts. This is the 6" by 6" paper pad, which comes with 24 double-sided papers. Really pretty, and yep, I haven't got many left in my little pad now. I've been using this quite a bit lately, and it's a lot of fun. In terms of dies, I have used the gorgeous newly released branching coral die from Couture Creations, which cuts absolutely beautifully. So this is a real favourite of mine at the moment, and one thing you can do is you can subcut this into smaller branches, so I'm really enjoying doing that too. And in the background of my little card, you can probably see I've got this gorgeous little foiled seahorse. Can you see him? So I've actually used him with the hot foil stamp, again from Couture Creations, and I've done this with my GoPress and foil machine. So that's really, really pretty. And then on the inside I have used a little stamp that I've been using a lot of lately, and it is the Ultimate Crafts Thoughtful Wishes little stamp collection, and it's really great because it's got a number of beautiful flowing fonts and some really nice little sentiments, so I have used that. And the other thing I have used apart from cardstock is the chipboard. So the chipboard here again is from Couture Creations, and it's got the word treasure and this gorgeous little seahorse down here. And these I decided to foil with my GoPress and foil machine in rose gold, because I felt the papers had a little bit of a rose gold hue to them, and they actually complemented each other really nicely. So now let me show you how I've actually made this foundation, and I promise it's real quick and real easy. So I'm starting off with a piece of cardstock that measures 12 inches by 5.5 inches. Now you can do this any size you want, it really doesn't matter. You can make it wider, you can make it slightly narrower, it doesn't matter. And what I am going to do, I need to start off by making my score line to form this into a card. So I know that this is 12 inches, so I need to score this here at the 6" mark to form my basic card base. So my front of my card is here, and what I need to do is I need to make a mark which is 2 inches and 4 inches. So I'm making a mark along the top here at 8 inches and 10 inches. 8 and 10. And then I'm going to flip this around on the other side, and this time I'm going to mark it at 2 inches and 4 inches. And then I need to find the center point on the short side, and because it's 5.5, it's going to make it 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 and 6, 8, which is 2 3/4. So a pencil mark at 2 3/4. So let's just have a recap. On the front of my card, you can see I have got here, that's 2 inches up and 4 inches, 2 inches up and 4 inches, and 1 here in the center. Now what I need to do is I need to do some scoring. So I have my scoring tool, which I'm popping into some soap to help it flow, and I'm using one of my black grid lines for this activity. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the first score line that I've already done, and I'm going to just hold that in place and move this bottom one, which you can't quite see, but the bottom one, which is the one halfway across here at the bottom, and I'm going to score from that point there down to that center pencil mark that I made. So just scoring that down here. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to just hold this in place, and I'm just going to swivel this along to the next pencil mark, and then I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to score from there down to that center score line on the bottom. So now I'm holding it with my tool and I'm rotating it again until it hits the next score line, and I'm doing exactly the same. So by holding it as I'm rotating it, I'm keeping that same center point all the time. So now what I need to do is do exactly the same on the other side. So in here at the bottom into a score line, starting at the actual crease up here at the top, I'm scoring all the way down. I'm going to hold that here in the bottom. I'm just going to rotate it so that pencil line is here, and I'm going to score just like I did on the other side. Hold it in position, swivel it round, pencil line is now locked in here, and I'm going to do my final score. Scoring all done. That's the hardest bit, kind of. So you can see here exactly what I've got in terms of scoring. Alright, so now we need to do our folding. So scoreboard can go away, and let's grab my scoring tool. So basically what we're going to do is the first one here, that's going to be a mountain, that's going to be a valley, and that's going to be a mountain. So I'm going to flip this over so the reverse is showing. The first one, as I said to you, is a mountain, so that's going to go backwards like that. The next one is a valley. Now what you want to do is you want to keep your point, because it is a point card, we want to keep those nice and pointy. So I am actually going to grab my ruler here, and I'm going to put the bottom of my ruler against my point, and then I'm just going to swivel the top so I can get that on the score line and make sure I'm actually keeping this point nice and straight. I'm going to slip that out, feed that in, and I'm going to do the same for the next one, which remember is a mountain. So it's here at the point, and I'm just swiveling it round to the top, and this one here gets folded inwards. Okay, and then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So the very first one, remember, it's a mountain, so that goes in. Now I want to keep this point. See how nice and sharp that's looking? That's exactly what you want. And you do that by using a ruler. It doesn't matter what kind of ruler, plastic, metal, really doesn't matter. So keep that point lined up, and then just swivel the top until you actually have that fold line all measured up. Fold that back, crease that up, and the same again. So keeping that point line nice and done, and just moving the ruler, and then I can flip this one back up too. Awesome. Alright, so now once I've got that, I can just check my point does look absolutely gorgeous. Happy with that. I'm going to grab my bone folder and set this all in place. I'm pressing down really quite hard, And then once I've done that, I can actually just close this up. And then of course we will need an eraser, and we're just going to rub out those pencil marks that we see here, here and here. So that's the point that is made. That's what it looks like on the back. Okay. Now of course you can stick these down with adhesive if you want to, and to keep them nice and flat, but I kind of like the body it gives by keeping it open. It just adds an extra special element. So what you can then do is that's your card. If that happens, you know you haven't actually folded it. You can keep your card standing really pretty, really beautifully, and that's ready for decorating. So let's take a look at the card that I did earlier. That's my one. Same principle, same card. So this will stand up absolutely very beautifully for pictures. I know you can't quite see where that is there, but it does look really nice with these little kind of flaps and that gorgeous point there on the bottom. And for more detailed pictures and information, please hop over to the Couture Creations blog, and you'll get to see some more pickies and stuff there. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, so that means that every time I release a new video, it will come directly to your inbox, and you won't miss out. And the good news is it costs you nothing, so you can keep up to date and keep track of what I'm doing. I would also love for you to write in the comments and tell me what you would like my next video to be. Is there a card that you're finding tricky? Is there something you'd like me to try and simplify for you? Give me some ideas. I'd love to make a video for you. My name's Colette. Thanks for checking in today. Speak to you again soon. Bye for now.